Today, we remember Anthony Bourdain, not just as a chef, an author, or a television host, but as a man who lived with an unrelenting passion for the world and its people. Bourdain had an extraordinary ability to find beauty in the simplest of things. A bowl of noodles shared with strangers, a conversation that transcended borders, and a raw honesty that invited us all to be more authentic in our own lives. He wasn't afraid to ask the difficult questions, to confront uncomfortable truths, or to explore the world in ways that went far beyond tourism. Bourdain taught us that travel is not just about the places we go, but about the people we meet, the connections we make, and the stories we listen to. He showed us that food is not just sustenance, it is culture, history, and a bridge between us all. Through his work, Bourdain sparked our curiosity, encouraged us to step outside our comfort zones, and reminded us of the humanity that binds us. His vulnerability and candidness inspired millions, proving that it's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to struggle, to fall, and to rise again. Anthony, thank you for showing us that life is best lived with an open heart and an open mind, always seeking, always sharing, always learning.
Welcome to the Deep Book Digest.
Oh, yeah!
Where we take you on a wild ride through fascinating books.
That's right.
And today we're diving headfirst into the sizzling world of Anthony Bourdain's Kitchen Confidential.
All right.
So by the end of this deep dive, you'll not only have a taste of the grit, the glamour, and the crazy characters that make up restaurant life.
Right.
But also gain a deeper understanding of Bourdain's journey from a dishwasher to a world-renowned chef.
Yeah.
You might even pick up some juicy insider tips on dining out.
Absolutely.
So it's not just a behind-the-scenes look at the culinary world.
No.
It's a raw and honest exploration of passion, ambition, and the price of pursuing your dreams.
That's a good way to put it.
Bourdain's writing is so captivating. It's like you're right there beside him, experiencing the heat of the kitchen, the camaraderie of the crew,
Yeah.
and the thrill of creating something delicious under immense pressure.
He's really good at putting you right there in the moment.
What's interesting is how his culinary journey began.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't some lifelong dream.
Interesting.
It was sparked by a simple bowl of vichy sauce.
Vichy sauce.
It's a cold potato and leek soup
Okay, got it.
during a family trip to France.
So it all started with a simple soup, huh?
It's amazing how a single dish can ignite a passion.
Yeah, I can see that.
He talks about how that vichy sauce opened up a whole new world of flavor and possibility.
Makes sense.
And then there's that story about being left in the car while his parents dined at the famed La Pyramide restaurant.
Ooh la la.
That experience being excluded from this grand culinary event fueled his curiosity.
Oh, I bet.
He saw food becoming this symbol of sophistication and mystery.
Right.
It's like he was peeking into a secret society.
That's a good way to put it.
But it's the oyster anecdote that really grabs you.
Okay.
He actually compares trying his first oyster to a sexual awakening.
Wow. All right.
That comparison is key.
Okay.
It reveals how Bourdain views food.
Yeah.
Not merely sustenance.
Yeah.
It's a powerful, transformative experience.
I like...
Okay, so now we have young Bourdain, fascinated by food and eager to explore.
Okay.
This leads him to Provincetown and his first restaurant job at a place called the Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought, all right.
Now imagine witnessing a bride sneaking off with the chef during her own wedding reception.
Oh, my God.
It's a scene straight out of a movie.
Sounds like it.
And for Bourdain, it solidified his decision. This was the world he wanted to be a part of.
Okay.
Unpredictable, passionate, and a little bit wild.
Little bit, yeah.
Provincetown was just the beginning.
Okay.
He eventually lands at the Culinary Institute of America, the prestigious CIA.
Ooh, fancy.
Now, you'd think this is where you buckle down and become a model student, right?
You'd think so, yeah.
Wrong.
Oh,
He was still a rebel at heart.
a rebel chef. I like it.
He admits to using bouillon cubes to cheat in class,
Bouillon cubes to cheat.
highlighting his pragmatic approach to cooking.
Okay.
He wasn't interested in impressing instructors with fancy techniques. He wanted to get the job done.
Makes sense.
And then there's the ultimate act of rebellion, sabotaging the graduation cake display.
Oh, no, he didn't.
It shows that even in a prestigious institution, he wasn't going to conform.
Wow. That's bold.
It's a classic Bourdain move.
Yeah.
A little mischievous, a little daring, and completely unpredictable.
He sounds like a handful.
After the CIA, he returns to Provincetown and teams up with Dimitri, another aspiring chef.
Okay.
Talk about ambition.
Yeah.
Their goal, to become culinary giants.
Culinary giants. Okay.
And their creations were anything but ordinary.
Like what?
They made a blue wedding cake, a coliseum of seafood blanket.
A coliseum of seafood blanket. I've got to hear more about that.
They're constantly pushing boundaries and challenging conventional culinary norms.
So they were really pushing the envelope.
It was a time of pure creativity and experimentation.
Sounds like it.
And it highlights Bourdain's fearless approach to cooking.
Okay.
He wasn't afraid to try new things, to experiment, to fail even.
Yeah.
But this is just the appetizer.
Okay. The appetite.
Next, we'll follow him to the high-stakes world of New York City kitchens, where the real culinary boot camp begins. All right, New York, here we come. Welcome back to our deep dive into Anthony Bourdain's Kitchen Confidential. Last time we left off with Bourdain and Dimitri conquering Provincetown with their culinary audacity.
Those guys.
Now we find Bourdain in the pressure cooker of New York City,
Okay.
navigating the chaotic world of professional kitchens.
The big time.
It's here where his observations about the people who inhabit this world really stand out.
Oh, yeah. What'd he say?
He paints such a vivid picture of the different personalities drawn to the restaurant industry. He categorizes them as
lifers,
immigrants, and mercenaries.
mercenaries.
Okay, interesting.
That's such a brilliant way to describe the kitchen ecosystem.
I like that.
You have the lifers,
Right.
who thrive on the adrenaline,
Okay,
the
yeah.
intensity, the sheer grit of it all.
It gets in your blood, right? It's more than just a job for them.
I get it.
It's a way of life.
For sure.
Then you have the immigrants,
Okay, the immigrant?
often seeking a better life,
Right.
finding purpose and community in the kitchen.
It's a family.
They bring with them a strong work ethic, diverse culinary traditions,
Right.
and a unique perspective.
Totally.
And let's not forget the mercenaries,
Okay, the mercenaries.
those focused on honing their craft and getting paid.
They're just there to work.
They might not have the burning passion of the lifers, but they're professionals who get the job done.
Yeah.
Interestingly, Bourdain expresses a preference
Does he really?
for these reliable mercenaries over those who consider themselves artists.
Interesting.
He sees them as more grounded, more dependable.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right.
Yeah.
He's all about practicality and hard work.
He seems like a pretty practical guy.
There's that famous quote where he gives advice to aspiring cooks.
Okay, let's hear it.
Show up on time 6 months in a row, and we'll talk about red curry paste and lemongrass.
6 months.
Until then, I have 4 words for you.
All right, I'm listening.
Shut the fuck up.
Wow, he doesn't mince words.
That's pure Bourdain.
I love it.
Blunt, direct, and to the point.
Shooter.
He wants to weed out those who are just playing at being a chef from those who are truly dedicated.
Yeah, he's got to pay your dues.
He doesn't romanticize kitchen life.
No, I don't think so.
I want you to know what you're getting into.
Right.
The long hours,
Yeah.
the intense pressure, the constant hustle.
It's a grind.
And one of the things that makes this book so compelling
Okay, what's that?
is how he captures the unique culture of the kitchen,
Okay. The culture.
particularly cook talk,
Cook talk.
the language of professional cooks.
Oh, like their own slang?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Cook talk. It's a language all its own, full of crude humor,
I can imagine.
insults, and slang that would make your grandmother blush. But it's not just about being shocking.
Okay, then what is it about?
This language develops as a coping mechanism,
Ah, okay.
a way to deal with the stress bond with your colleagues
Right.
and build camaraderie in a high-pressure environment.
So it's like a bonding thing?
It's like a secret code that only those in the know can understand.
Yeah, like a secret society.
And Bourdain provides some hilarious examples.
Okay, like what?
Like pinchway,
Pinchway.
a Spanish insult that's thrown around like a term of endearment,
That's funny.
and my friend,
My friend.
which actually translates to asshole in cook talk.
Oh, wow.
It's a reminder that you have to develop a thick skin
For sure.
and a sense of humor to survive in this world.
Yeah, you got to be able to roll with the punches.
But Bourdain's journey isn't all laughs and camaraderie.
I figured.
He also exposes the darker side of the industry,
Oh.
recounting his experiences with organized crime.
Organized crime. In the restaurant industry.
This is where the book takes a more serious turn. We learn about the subtle ways organized crime influences the restaurant business,
Like what?
from controlling trash removal
Really?
to supplying meat.
Wow.
He even has encounters with shady characters,
Like who?
like the mysterious chicken guy.
The chicken guy. Okay.
These anecdotes offer a glimpse into the underbelly of the industry,
Yeah.
a world most diners are oblivious to.
I had no idea.
And it adds another layer of complexity to Bourdain's story.
It sounds like a really complex world.
We see him struggling to find work,
Oh, wow.
facing rejection,
Yeah.
and making questionable decisions.
Everyone makes mistakes.
There's that moment where he goes on a steakhouse interview,
Oh, yeah. The steakhouse interview.
and his honesty backfires.
Oh, no. What happened?
He's asked about his knowledge of the owner,
Okay.
and instead of playing it safe,
Yeah.
he replies, next to nothing.
Oh, no, he didn't.
He could have sugarcoated it,
Right.
but that's not Bourdain's style.
I guess not.
He's brutally honest even when it hurts him.
Yeah, that's tough.
And it's this honesty that makes his story so relatable.
I think you're right.
He's not some culinary superhero.
No.
He's a flawed human being,
Yeah.
making mistakes, learning from them, and constantly striving to improve.
Yeah. He's always growing.
His journey is a constant evolution.
Evolution. I like that.
And speaking of evolution,
Okay.
his time in Tokyo represents a significant turning point.
Tokyo.
This is where he steps outside his comfort zone
Okay.
and immerses himself in a completely different culinary culture.
What was it like over there?
He's fascinated by the precision,
Okay.
the discipline, and the almost spiritual approach to food preparation in Japan.
So different from the U.S.
He talks about the robot cabaret,
A robot
the
cabaret.
late-night sushi feasts,
Sounds delicious.
and the incredible shabu-shabu meals,
I've never had shabu shabu.
all with a sense of wonder and respect.
He sounds like he really embraced the culture.
You can feel his excitement as he discovers new flavors and techniques. It's a reminder that food can be a powerful tool for cultural exchange and personal growth.
It's true.
But amidst the culinary adventures, Bourdain doesn't shy away from the physical and emotional toll of his chosen profession.
I figured.
He describes his hands in detail.
Yeah.
The burns,
No.
the cuts, the deformed pinky from years of whisking.
That sounds painful.
These are the battle scars of a chef.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
It's a powerful reminder that passion often comes at a price.
It's true.
But despite the hardships,
Yeah.
he ends on a note of enduring love for the restaurant life.
He loves it.
He acknowledges the challenges, the
All right.
sacrifices, the
Yeah.
long hours,
For sure.
but ultimately,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have it any other way. And this philosophy is what makes Kitchen Confidential so compelling.
That's true.
It's a raw
Yeah.
and unfiltered look at the world of professional cooking.
Right.
A world most of us only glimpse from the outside.
Behind the curtain.
He strips away the glamour
Okay.
and reveals the grit,
Uh-huh.
the sweat,
Yeah.
the burns, and the long hours that go into creating the meals we enjoy.
It's a tough job.
But he also celebrates the camaraderie,
Right.
the creativity, and the passion that fuel this demanding profession.
Not all bad.
Bourdain's legacy extends far beyond the kitchen.
It really does.
He became a cultural icon,
Yeah.
a storyteller, and a voice for those who often go unheard.
He gave them a voice.
He brought the world of professional cooking to life for a wider audience,
For sure.
inspiring a generation of chefs and food enthusiasts.
He's an inspiration.
He taught us to be more adventurous eaters,
Yeah, trying new things.
to appreciate different cultures through their food,
Food is a universal language.
and to respect the hard work and dedication of those who create the meals we enjoy.
Absolutely.
Kitchen Confidential is more than just a memoir.
Okay.
It's a love letter to the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
Warts and all,
He doesn't sugarcoat it.
it's a reminder that even in the most chaotic of environments,
Right.
there's beauty,
Yeah.
there's camaraderie, and there's always something new to discover.
Always learning.
So if you haven't already,
Yeah.
I highly encourage you to pick up a copy of Kitchen Confidential
Go read it.
and experience Anthony Bourdain's world for yourself.
You won't regret it.
It's a wild, insightful,
Yeah.
and often hilarious ride.
Yeah. You'll laugh. You'll cry.
And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into Kitchen Confidential.
That was fun.
We hope you enjoyed this culinary journey.
I did.
For more deep dives into fascinating books,
Yeah.
please subscribe to our channel.
Do it.
We'll see you next.
All right. See ya.